Oh, that's hot. Hello friends, it's Unicorn Princess here, and since we are done with my birthday, it is time for the first Christmas vlog. See, I got my little tree out. I can't hold that in that hand, it's really hot. I got my little Christmas tree here. It's an actual little fir tree with little lights and stuff. It's very cute. And you probably can't see it on the doodad, but there's little gingerbread men and canes and stuff. Maybe I'll show you. Try and check my background for the invasion of Christmas things, because there are a couple in here, like this little star. Also, I'm drinking out of my frozen cup. Can you? I don't want to show you because I'll spill it everywhere, but marshmallows. Oh god, it's hot. What day is today? Is it the 12th? We have Advent calendar. Let's find day the 12th. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Ah yes, I have a tiny little linked chocolate ball. Thank you, Advent calendar. That will be my only chocolate for today. If only that were even remotely true. So you guys may or may not know this about me, but I find Christmas very stressful. And I know I'm not alone in that. Christmas for me involves a lot of traveling. I live away from all of my family, and my family lives separate from one another. So Christmas for me involves getting a 2-hour-long bus out of Dundee to my dad's place.
Where I can hang out with my dad and Laura and my grandparents and stuff, and then I'll go from there normally to my mum's house, and my mum lives about an hour and 20 minutes away from my dad, and then I'll go and stay there for a while, and depending on how long I stay there, it changes, and then I will either go to see my sisters separately, but this year they're coming to my mum, so I can see them all together, and then I get an hour and 20 minutes back into town, and then I think it's a 2-hour-long bus, or an hour-long train, but the trains are expensive, into Borders so I can see Colin's family.
And now, I love seeing my family, but the travel is a nightmare. It's expensive and it takes forever, and I'm not super great at like being really active, like that active that many days in a row, so I'm normally kind of ill after it as well. We're not off to a good start in this vlog. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that for many years I have just focused on the stress of Christmas and how much I don't want to do the traveling and how much it's difficult to arrange around people and things like that, and that has been my focus. So I've come to dread Christmas coming, especially because for several years now I've been a student, so things like Christmas presents and traveling are really tight on my budget. But I made a decision maybe this month, like the start of this month, where I thought, I don't want to be stressed about Christmas. I don't want it to be something I dread. I don't want to look at it and go, oh my god, it's here, it's happening. So I really want to change my frame of mind, and sometimes that's really all it is. If I know that I'm going to have to travel and I'm going to have to spend a little bit of money, all I can do is change the way that I think about it. So here are my top 10 tips for enjoying Christmas, also featuring the Christmas Doki Doki box. Look, can you see? I don't know if you can see this, but I'm wearing a Christmas jumper that my dad got me for my birthday. Yes, it happens all the time. I get Christmas things for my birthday. That's what happens when you're born in December. But it's great and I like it and it's very soft. Thank you, Dad. Number 1, don't try to be perfect. Every single year, I try to get everything right, what in my mind is right, and every year I fail at it because my standards for myself are far too high, and lots of people are the same. Your standards for you are totally different from your standards for everyone else. So just quit while you're ahead. Perfect doesn't exist. Every year I want to wear something nice on Christmas Day, and every year I don't because I've been traveling and I'm sweaty and messy and I'm just too tired, and that's okay. Number 2. Learn to say no. When people are pulling you in every direction saying, come and do this and come and do that, and can't you just stay 5 minutes later? Learn to say no. I'm not saying be a Grinch about it. Go to the things and say hi to the people, but try to prioritize the things, and I'll come back to that later. But just learn when to say no. Number 3, you have to carve out some me time. if you really want this period of time to actually be enjoyable and actually be something that you want to do, you can't just forget about you. It's your Christmas as well. It's not always about everybody else. And yes, it is about other people and giving and acknowledging the things you're grateful for and all of that jazz, but you can't just forego your own health, your own cares, the things that are important to you. If you want to enjoy Christmas, you've got to really think about just a couple of things that make it special for you, and then do them or get them or participate in them. Carve out a space specifically and make sure that it happens frequently. 4 is the thing that I learned at the start of this month, which is adjust your attitude. I'm not saying that being stressed in itself is a choice, but focusing on that stress is. And I know that that sounds ridiculous, but you would be amazed at the amount of times that I have got caught up in a snowball of terrible emotions that just rolls faster and faster and faster and gets bigger and bigger and bigger until I physically can't cope with it, and it either makes me break into tears or ill or both. The point is, you can acknowledge when something is less than great or when something is an issue without inflating it to a gigantic size. Take for example, my mum and I both work the same job online teaching English, and my first ever pay came a few days ago, and I woke up in the morning and I checked it and I hadn't been paid. And I went from, that's strange, to, oh my god, I'm not getting paid, I won't be able to go to Christmas, I can't travel, I can't buy anybody anything, everyone's going to be so mad at me, Christmas is ruined, oh my god, in about 5 minutes. And I called my mum and she did exactly the same thing. And of course, we did get paid just later in the day, and I called her and we laughed about how quickly and stupidly it escalated, and all of that stress was for nothing. So you gotta try and make your common sense pan out above that panic. If it's stress that bothers you, which is what bothers me, focusing on that stress only makes it worse. You can focus on ways to make it better for yourself and then accept certain other things that are just going to be the case. Traveling is always going to be a part of my Christmas. That's just a given. Being stressed about it is not going to make it better, and it's not going to change. So I just have to run with it. Number 5, don't spend what you don't have. I am inclined every year to spend lots of money on everybody because it's what I want to do. But the fact of the matter is, I am not made of money. I often can't buy for every single person that I want to, and even the people I can buy for, I can't get them what I want to get them, or as much as I want to get them, because I am financially restricted, and that makes me feel really guilty. But that's stupid. Any other time of the year, you would think responsibly about your spending. Don't just throw it out of the window because it's Christmas. Have you guys seen Klaus? It's on Netflix. It made me cry, it was very emotional, it's an excellent film, you should totally watch it. It kind of focuses on some really important points that people forget, which is Christmas is not about stuff at all. It's about connection and feelings and warmth and all of that jazz. So when you're buying a gift for someone, it shouldn't be about how much you buy for them or how expensive it is, it should be about the thought that went into it. And me and my sister both have made people gifts instead of buying people gifts. It works out better for money and it's meaningful. So just don't throw your budget out the window because it's Christmas. Be responsible about it and don't spend money you don't have. Number 6, make yourself a priorities list. I'm a big list making person. I have gotten into the habit every year of writing all of the things that I need to do, all of the people I need to visit, the things I need to buy, yada yada, and before I know it, it's become this gigantic, horrible list that I don't want to look at. So I do this thing where I make the list and then I reduce it. I take away a whole bunch of things until I've got like 5 points. And that's my list. Whatever it is, how many things you write down, reduce it to 5. 7, I think I touched on this before, but it's about focusing on what makes me happy. This Christmas is not going to be good for you if you don't think about what you actually want. It's similar to me time, but it's really focusing on the big picture of Christmas for you. What are the things that truly are important to you that make you feel what you used to feel when you were a kid? You know, I think back to when Christmas was stress-free and magical and all about excitement, and that's what I want. That's what I miss. If that's what's important to me, then that's what I have to focus on and expand. Make it happen. Number 8, something that I started doing frequently last year, which is meditate. You would be amazed at how well this works. It helps for not getting too stressed. It helps for remembering things when you know you've got a lot of things to do. It really helps me prioritize. It doesn't take a lot. Just sit somewhere. If you're not used to meditating, find somewhere quiet if you can. And just sit, close your eyes, and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and just focus on the sound of your breathing and just keep doing it until you're in this weird kind of chill white space. And if you just keep pulling yourself back to listening to your breathing, and I like to feel my hands as well. I put my hands on my knees and I kind of feel my hands as grounding, and it just focuses me in that moment and makes the stress go away and makes me remember things. So make time every now and again just to kind of meditate, and you would be amazed at how much it helps. Number 9, get into nature. This one might be kind of hard for Scottish people. During our winter, it is very cold. Cold and wet and windy and just not weather that you tend to enjoy ever. I have a tree outside my house that every day I leave the house and every day I come back, I touch the tree and say, "Hello tree," because I'm weird. I feel like a lot like the meditation, engaging with nature at this time of year makes me feel happier, makes me feel more connected to things, because Christmas can often make me feel very far away and very disconnected from people, from family. So when I get out and I see squirrels and birds, and when it's windy, I talk to the wind. I'm not weird. Fresh air is very good for you. And number 10, which I feel like is overall my main point, focus on the small good. People sometimes look at the big picture far too much, and that's where the perfection comes from. They go, "Oh my god, it's not the way I wanted it to be. Everything didn't go as planned." But you shouldn't look at it like that. Look at the tiny little things that did go well, the tiny little things that make you happy. This year, I've pretty much told my family that I'm not buying anybody gifts except for my niece. This is the first Christmas where my sister has a daughter and I have a niece, and she's a tiny little thing with a squishy face. Her name's Molly, and she's just the sweetest thing. And I decided pretty much at the start of December that I wasn't even going to bother getting presents for anybody else, maybe 1 or 2 people, but that Molly was going to get all of my gifting. Just the thought of that makes me happy. I don't know why, it just does. I've never had a niece before, so I've spent ages on Amazon and everywhere just looking at all these baby things and getting really excited about it. I really enjoy food, and when I go to people's houses and get free food, oh, that makes me so happy. So I like the meditation thing. You can kind of do them at the same time. If you're at a big table when there's lots of food going about, pick out the things that you like, take your time, focus on the smells and the look of things, and just put them one by one on your plate, and then sit down, kind of meditate while eating. I do it all the time. Just sit and like put something in your mouth, take a bite of something, and then just kind of like zone out while you're eating it and really focus on the taste and how delicious it is. And those are the little things that just make it for me. Anyway, that's my top 10 list for how to enjoy your Christmas. And before we do anything else, let's have a look in this Christmas Doki Doki box, because it's huge! Look at this shiz! Look how big this is. I don't know if you can see it from there, but it's legitimately like way thicker than normal. Alright guys, have a looky inside. I've kept this for like a week and a half. I can see we have a pudding pouch. Oh my god! Look how cute this pudding pouch is. He's got donuts! I love it! Okay, that's a big win for me. I'm a big fan of Pom Pom Purin. Oh my gosh! This is cinnamon roll planner! Look! Look at him on his wee present! Or is it a suitcase? It's a suitcase. I think he's in Paris. It's a 2020 planner as well. Look how cute that is. Can you see? All that stuff I was talking about, making lists and prioritizing and everything. Little planner. Oh my god. And there's like a little about section and he's in his bed. How cute is that? This is a really good box so far, but I'm intrigued as to what's making it so chunky. Oh, that's awesome. I can't tell if this is like China or it feels quite solid though. I really enjoy these collectible doodads, and this is like almost like a little ceramic Sanrio collectible plate. Look at all the guys on there. I'm really enjoying the December Doki Doki box so far. Okay, there's a big boy in here. I want to... Oh, it looks like Sumika Gurashi. I think it's a bag. Oh my god. Look at this. Can you see? It's Sumika Gurashi. It's actually huge. I think I have just... Oh, it's got a zip. There's a zip inside. I've just found my new shopping bag because this will fit all of my shopping in it. There he is! She, Tokagi's mum. She's down here. And up here with Tokagi. She's my favorite. Oh. Ooh, I think this is the last thing and it looks like a blanket. It's Sumika Gurashi too. Like there's like a what do you call it? Like a fabric label? Oh look! All the wee guys! This is a big blanket. Oh, oh, I love it. Guys, that's it for this vlog. I hope it was adequately Christmassy. I don't know how many Christmas vlogs you'll get before actual Christmas. We shall see. Let me know what your thoughts are about the Christmas season. Let me know what your plans are, if you're going to go and visit family or not. I am pagan, so I will also be celebrating Yule, which happens on the 21st, so kind of soon. So I'm gonna just go do some nature things and dance naked in the woods. I'm not even going to tell you if I'm kidding or not. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in the next one. Again, provided that YouTube has not yet exploded. Bye bye! Love? Love!